know what this is right here? This is a Stegosaurus. And do you know what you should never do with a Stegosaurus? You should never teach a Stegosaurus to do sums. That means math. You should never teach a Stegosaurus math. Why? Let's find out. Because if you do, there's no end to what she might do with all those numbers. Crack codes, bake things, build things, and make things do stuff. Who knew numbers could do all this? And once she figures that out, what do you think she'll set her sights on next? She'll want to make herself a rocket to go to the moon, Mars, and beyond, obviously. Of course, she won't be able to do it alone. So while she's in the mood for all that making, she'll build a few helpers first, like these ones right here. That's better. But if she makes those robots, and those robots make more robots, and those robots make even more, well, then they'll be everywhere. That's why you always make an off button. And if Steggy presses that off button and manages to sort out all that mess, what do you suppose she'll want to do next? It's been a long day, so she'll probably want to snuggle up and count the stars in the night sky. Besides, it's always a good idea to save a bit of fun for tomorrow. Wasn't that such a fun book? Oh my goodness. If you teach a Stegosaurus to do sums, to do math, and learn how to use numbers, anything is possible. My kids think this book is hilarious. We read it a lot, and they giggle the whole way through. And so I want to share it with you guys today. Good morning. I'd like to buy a new hat. Well, come right in, sir. I can help you with that. Here's just the thing from the House of Degrad. That's not bad, but what else have you got? No, this hat is too tall. This hat is too small. This hat is too tall, but is also too small. I'm quite certain that this hat is somebody's potty. What? And my daughter loves to point out that there's somebody sitting on the potty. A bit too much sparkle. A bit too much fruit. I know that you know this is really a boot. I don't want to wear a fairground on my head. Oh my goodness. There's no need for headwear that needs to be fed. I just want a plain, boring, everyday hat. Surely, somewhere you'd have one. Just like that. Now, wait a minute. That's the hat that he tried on in the beginning of the story. And he said, no, what else have you got? And after trying on all those silly hats, he says, hey, what about that one? Ah, yes, it's perfect. I'll take it. I like that a lot. What a fine choice, sir. And it's the last one we've got. What happened? This bird swooped down and took the hat. Oh no. Here he comes back in the store. Good morning. I'd like to buy a new hat. Oh my goodness, this poor goat. Look, he's hiding behind the hat rack. I don't think he wants to help this guy a second time. What do you guys think? Which one of these super silly, funny hats was your favorite? Which one made you giggle? Was it the potty or the loaf of bread, or was it something else? Tell me in the comments. I hope you loved it and you giggled along just like my kids do. I want to share with you a book about friendships. But wait, this book looks like it's about shapes. You know what? It is. It's about both. Because did you know friendships can come in all different shapes and sizes? And these shapes are going to find that out in today's story. The Perfect Fit by Naomi Jones and James Jones. This is Triangle. Triangle loved rolling with the circles, but sometimes she felt a bit different. She felt like she was always getting in their way. So she decided to find somewhere she could truly belong. Come and play with us, the squares said. So Triangle did. They played all sorts of games, and it was terrific. But Triangle hopped up to help, and they all came tumbling down. Let's make a pattern, the hexagons suggested. Triangle joined in, but she kept making the pattern different, not the same. Triangle searched and searched, but couldn't find anywhere that she fit perfectly. She was starting to feel very fed up. You found the others, the star called down to her. I did, Triangle replied, and we had lots of fun, but I realized there was something missing. What do you think could have been missing? She found all these other triangles that looked exactly like her. Do you think it would be lots of fun if your friends and everybody around you was exactly like you? I used to think that I didn't fit in with shapes that weren't like me. But then I realized how much fun we're all missing out on by not playing together. So would you all like to come play with me? The shapes were very excited. They all had a terrific time. Look at all of the amazing games they could play once they all started to play together, even when they were different. I love learning about how things that could make me different from everybody else could actually make me special. Somebody could really like me and really want to be my friend because I'm just a little different than they are. And I might have something fun about me that they don't have, and so they want to hang out. I want to share with you a book about a little aardvark who has a big goal of completing the big race. Even though all of the other animals are bigger and stronger and faster than her, she is determined to join the race and complete it, even though she may not win. The big race was very tough. Only the fastest, biggest, and strongest animals could take part. I'd like to enter, please, said little Aardvark. What? You? Said Lion. You'll never finish. Oh, yes, I will, said Aardvark. You'll never finish, they sniggered. I will. And I'll have fun, said Aardvark. On your marks, get set, go! They charged across the dusty desert. They cycled up the hill. They plunged down the waterfall. Whee! Laughed Aardvark. Aardvark was very tired, but she'd never give up. The big race was almost over. Maybe the other animals were right, sighed Aardvark. perhaps I'll never finish. Then, all of the sudden, what's gonna happen? Pop! That bird popped her balloons. What do you think is gonna happen to her? Aardvark tumbled down through the air, past Buffalo, past Cheetah, and past Crocodile. Aardvark landed safely, almost, at the finish line. But the others were coming up behind her. Would Aardvark make it? What do you think? Tell me in the comments. Do you think Aardvark is going to win the race? Whoosh! What happened? All the bigger animals whooshed past her, and look, here she is toppling over. Aardvark had shown everyone that you don't need to be the fastest, biggest, or strongest to join in and have fun. She did finish the big race, and she got a medal. So look, these three are all fighting for first place, but do they look happy? Do they look like they're having any fun? I feel like they're not. But Aardvark finished last, and she's just so happy that she got to do it in the first place and that she finished it all, and she's having the time of her life. So sometimes it's more fun just to push yourself and see if you can really do something, and you don't always have to win. Now, winning obviously can be very fun, and it is important to try your very, very best. And if your very best gets you that first place prize, then that's awesome. But it's okay if you don't finish first, because if you tried your hardest, then you did a good job. And if you had fun, even better. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I can't wait to see you all next week.